You are not lazy. And deep down, you already know this word doesn't really explain what is happening inside you. Because laziness is simple. What you feel is not. It's quieter than that. Hard to define, hard to point at, but easy to live inside. You still wake up, still reach for your phone before your thoughts fully arrive. A bright screen in a dark room, scrolling without thinking, something just to avoid the silence. Then the day starts. Work, study, messages, noise. Everything continues normally, but something underneath does not fully follow. It stays slightly behind, like a part of you didn't fully wake up. And you only notice it in small moments, like late at night when everything is silent and the only light in the room is your phone. Or when you are sitting alone after a long day and suddenly there is nothing left to distract you from your own thoughts. Or a brief moment in a crowded street at night where you are surrounded by people but feel completely alone inside. These moments don't last long, but they are enough to reveal something. Not pain, not chaos, just distance. And here is something Allah tells us in the Quran. Verily, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. So when rest is missing, it is not always life that is the problem. Sometimes it is remembrance that is weakened. And there is another reminder in the Quran. Whoever turns away from my remembrance, his life will be narrow. Not always visible, but felt internally. A quiet narrowing of the heart. And so you move again, because stillness feels uncomfortable, not because it hurts, but because it exposes what noise was covering. And this is how it starts, not in one moment, but in repetition, in delays, in habits that look harmless. I'll do it later, not now, maybe tomorrow, until even important things stop feeling urgent in the heart. Prayer becomes heavier. Focus becomes shorter. Intentions arrive, but with delay. Our Prophet ﷺ reminded us, remember often the destroyer of pleasures, death. Not to make life dark, but to weight the heart from delay. And he also said, the example of the one who remembers Allah and the one who does not is like the living and the dead. Not physically, but inwardly. And slowly, without noticing, something changes. There are moments that make this even clearer. Standing near a mosque at dusk, hearing the adhan rise while people keep walking as if nothing changed. A quiet hospital corridor where time feels slower than life itself. Or a sudden stillness when you pass by a funeral gathering and realize how silent reality actually is underneath everything. These are not dramatic moments. They are simple ones, but they cut through everything else, and for a second, everything feels honest. Then, life continues, and the feeling fades again, because life always continues. And that is what makes this so subtle. Life does not stop for realization. It only pauses for a moment, then pulls you back into motion. So distraction becomes the default state, not because it heals anything, but because it prevents you from noticing the distance, until one thought appears, not loud, but unavoidable. I am living, but something inside is not fully here. And that is not laziness and not weakness. It is disconnection between your actions and what your heart was actually made for. Because a heart was never designed to survive on constant noise. It was designed for remembrance, for meaning, for return. And when that is missing, everything still functions, but nothing fully settles. Not inside, not in the heart.
So the real question was never about effort, or discipline, or motivation. The real question is heavier than that, and harder to avoid. What did I become distant from that made even my normal life feel empty?